Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your Bio 109 online classroom. I'm your professor, aka your local friendly bio geek. Let's check out exactly what that means and what you're in for. This is your very first experience, perhaps, of an online class, and probably your first experience of Bio 109, so let's go over the class a little bit and what you can expect. We're going to briefly cover what this class entails, who I am, and what kind of insanity you should expect from this quarter. Things that I will warn you I'm pretty passionate about and that are going to be important during this class, where you can find the syllabus and what kind of information is there, how to handle any concerns about adding and dropping, and if you have any questions after this little video, where you can get those questions asked and answered. So welcome to Bio 109. 109 is our Fundamentals of Biology course at Santa Ana College. This is an introductory course for biology that is designed for non-majors. That means that you don't have to have a lot of background in science. It may be quite a long time since you last got your eye down to a microscope, and you will still be perfectly prepared to start this course. Ideally, what we hope you walk away from this course with is the basic vocabulary and understanding necessary to join the science conversation. Biology covers a lot of different things, and yes, there's a lot of different terms we're going to be tossing around. But consider this sort of like an introductory language course for the language of biological science. I'm here to help you get the basic please and thank yous, yes and no's, for a lot of the major branches of biology so that when you come across this information in your day-to-day life, you'll have a better ability to join the conversation and judge for yourself the usefulness and accuracy of the information you're getting. That said, this course has no material you need to purchase. The videos that you will see to help introduce you to the reading assignments reference this textbook, Campbell Biology Concepts and Connections. The actual reading assignments that I will link you to, however, are from a free online textbook, and you can even download the whole textbook if you want to. Where can you go from here after you finish the course? Well, like I said, we are constantly presented with scientific information in our day-to-day lives through the news, or weather report, what have you. And it's going to be very useful to you in the long run to be able to better judge how accurate or useful is that information. There are also things that you're going to get from this course that will be useful to you even if you don't engage in science, or even if your weather report is accurate without you checking it out. Being able to think in a scientific manner, using the same steps for judgment that any scientist uses in conducting their research is one of the many skills you're going to learn by giving yourself the opportunity to take a science class. And that style of thinking and also of decision making and problem solving is useful regardless of what kind of decision or problem you're facing. And I hope that it will prove to you to be as useful a tool in your daily life as I certainly have found it to be for me. A little bit about this crazy person who was going to be talking at you online for the rest of the semester. Hi, down here. I'm your professor. My name is Lauren Croman. I study a number of things. I hold multiple degrees in biology. My specialties are in animal behavior, ecology, and conservation biology, but also, because of my study of behavior, mammalogy, the study of mammals, and ornithology, the study of birds. I also study a lot of ecology and native Californian wildlife and plant life. Generally speaking, there are two major things you need to know about me, your professor. I'm a geek, and I'm a little bit evil. Just a little bit. Yes, there will be quizzes. Yes, there will be exams. A little bit evil. What can I say? As for being a geek, if you can name it, I'm either probably part of the geekdom or know someone who is, and I can speak the basic lingo. Ren Fair, SCA, historical reenactment, science fiction, fantasy, Star Wars, Star Trek, Tolkien, Discworld. come talk to me. I will share my geekdom with you. My idea is to hopefully be sharing a lot of things with you, some of which have to deal with geekery, and some of which have to do with having a relationship with you as a student. There are particular soapboxes, important topics that I will confess to be very passionate about, that are going to come up from time to time in this class. The most important for you to know about right now off the bat is student advocacy and communication. It is very easy in a large class to let your questions slide by and not take the risk of going to the professor and asking them. And the thing is, I understand some professors are difficult to approach and sometimes it's hard to make yourself heard in a large class. But if you don't get your questions asked, how can you possibly get them answered? And if your professor does not take the time to answer your questions, then they have failed you in a large part of what they owe you as your professor. So ask questions in this class. Bring it. Email me. Hop on our discussion boards. If you happen to be close enough to come to campus in person, introduce yourself. Would love to meet you. Come ask your questions. Don't be intimidated. Don't let the difficulty or the simplicity of your question stop you. The odds are very high. You're not the only person with the same question. And if it's bothering you enough that the question sticks in your head, I want you to ask. So no excuses. No being a wallflower. No ghosting. Hop into the water. It's fine. Come ask your questions. My general relationship with students is that I endeavor not to do to you things that would drive me crazy if I was a student. I assume that you are an adult leading an adult life, and that means that you have adult complications and obligations. So as we go forward into this class that you're just starting, if something happens, if work is not so cooperative, if you have a family emergency, if something happens that keeps you from getting your work done or that makes things complicated for you and it's not something you can control, come talk to me. There may be things I can do to help you, at least to help you get your work done and give you the leeway to get it in. If I don't know what's going on, however, I can't help at all. So go ahead and take a risk. Ask your questions and come talk to me. I promise I'm not that hard for you to come talk to. Very soon on this website, you're going to be going through a website walkthrough for the class, and that's going to lead you to your syllabus. If you have not looked at the syllabus already, please, please, please make sure you do so. We're here on Canvas. You may be familiar with Blackboard. Welcome to Canvas. It's very similar. You'll find that moving everything over in your style of thinking and user interface from Blackboard to Canvas is pretty similar. So it should be a fairly painless transition. Communication for this class is primarily online through email or discussion boards, or if you come onto campus, I am more than happy to speak with you in person. Just let me know so we can make an appointment. Your syllabus also contains the standard information about attendance and makeups, academic honesty, disabled students accommodations that we can make, the full list of assignments, and our schedule for the class. It's the most useful document in the entire course. You can either download it or view it directly through your web browser, whichever one is more convenient to you. This class may be a little weird compared to other biology classes you have taken. Our order is a little bit different because the order of topics in this class is designed to follow the lab schedule, so that if you are taking 109 and lab concurrently, which we highly recommend that you do, it's a little bit easier because you will find that topics you meet in lab, you will be meeting at about the same time in lecture. It's also designed so that you should have some decent time to study and review, especially over your weekends. You will, generally speaking, have very little homework from this class over the weekend so that you have time to do so. That, and like I said, I assume that you're adults. You're going to need that time for your other classes, your work, and your rest of your life. In other news, if you are able to come to campus, if you would like tutoring, there's help available in the Health and Science Center on the second floor and the Physical Science Center. There's also tutoring throughout the year through the study center in the library, and they have tutor times for specific topics posted there in the library. You can find my email here or also on your syllabus. You can handle add drop issues by emailing me or coming and speaking with me in person if you are able to. And if you have any questions after this, go ahead and test out that invitation to come ask questions. Feel free to shoot me an email, or especially about general questions, go ahead and hop on the discussion board. I bet you're not the only person. Let's handle everybody's questions as quickly and efficiently as possible. Alright folks, go ahead and hop into your first module, and I'll see you around the website. Welcome to Fundamentals of Biology.